Could you say and spell your first and last name?
My first name is Enedeo, Enedeo. Last name Garza, Garza.
Cool. And could you tell us your title, please?
I'm the pastor of Iglesia El Valle in Tabernish, Washington. So I'm Reverend Enedeo Garza.
Cool. And could you tell me, where have you seen a lot of the community members being held back in their lives?
Well, being a pastor and being involved in the community, I have the chance to work with a lot of children. Just a few months ago, or weeks ago, I was part of the school board in Tabernish. And I've been able to work with a lot of children. And I have seen that every time a child is having problems with education, they always go to their last name or their background in order for them to be held back. And sometimes they don't even talk to the parents or to the child to see exactly what the problem is. Sometimes they think just because the last name that those people are from another country and they're held back. And many of our kids, especially for me being a Hispanic pastor, I've seen how many of our kids are held back in education because we don't have the right rule or the right way to seize the moment and see what's happening with those kids because maybe we're so busy, etc.
Cool. And in your experience, either you or somebody you know, have they had any difficulty with any kind of vision-related issues?
Well, you know what? This is kind of a great story because I have three kids. I have two boys and one girl. And you know what? My girl, she's my princess, and I always try to protect her because she's my daughter. But we always noticed that she wasn't the most smart girl in school. And I thought, you know what? Maybe because I spoiled her. But maybe around the last year of middle school, entering to high school, she started complaining of headaches. And she started complaining because the letters on the board were moving. So we laughed, and to be honest, we didn't pay too much attention to it. But suddenly, I started learning more about the visual effect in kids. So we took it to eye doctor, and sure enough, they told us that the problem she was having was because of her vision. In the moment she started using glasses and started some exercising with her eyes, her grades came up and she was able to do better. It was kind of late. We cut that late. Once again, because we didn't have the information, we didn't know that many of the problems or barriers for the kids to learn is because vision. So I think now, seeing that in my personal life as a father, this is really important because I believe that if we invest more time and we do more vision care to our children, we can help them to become better students and better citizens in our country.
How do you feel about the vision screenings in the schools? They do a vision screening, and I'll be honest with me, and you can tell me if your story is similar, but I always thought my kid's vision was okay.
I always thought we have 20/20 vision, so I never thought that we were going to have problems with vision. But now, I think everybody in my house is going to wear glasses, so it makes things different. I remember my daughter, the first day she wore her glasses. Her answer was, "Wow, life looks different." Simple as it is.
Cool. Are there any final thoughts that you have to say?
As a community member, as a pastor, as a father, we must support something, a bill maybe, to create more importance and the vision care of our children. I think this is something that we have to really, really invest time and money in order for our children to have a better future in our communities.
Excellent.